Good morning. It is May 28th of 2023. It's been almost a month, like a whole month since my last recording. Check out the beautiful trees with leaves grown in a nice morning sun slowly rising above the mountains. Well, it looks like it's starting to. Also, the winds are much calmer than the last time, at least I think. But otherwise, it's mostly the same. But ooh, check this tree out. So pretty. So pretty. Anyway, I just want to do a little bit of personal recording. So, and I don't know who would like mark this. It could be important, but I don't know. Feels half-assed in my opinion. Kind of. So, this is just another one of the vlogs of the month. So, let's see. I'm going to discuss some what I have done so far and what I wish to achieve for the later months. So I'm gonna start by saying that May has been a pretty good month for the most part. In fact, uh, it's actually a lot better than I expected. One of the things I wanted to achieve in May was to get more commission work. Well, I certainly did end up getting more work than I usually get, which, if you ask me, it's actually really great. And it's all thanks to the fact that someone I've been following on, Twitter for the most part, but also other social media. So you can thank to Ascent Love for giving me that. So here's a shout out to that dude. He does amazing fan art characters, and let's just say in a somewhat tasteful fashion. Anyway, not to get too descriptive here, but I think he's worth shouting out because he gave me that kind of support early on. So I may as well return that favor. At least I think so. But other than that, it's been pretty solid. I usually thought, if I can make about 200 Canadian dollars or more in a month, then that's actually a pretty good start, especially with car payments and other expenses I need to cover. But the ones I did end up working on at the end, they were pretty interesting, or at least one of the more interesting pieces. And then some of them I just had to put in a little more effort. So I think the quality of my works pretty much speaks for itself. Unfortunately, personal projects, I didn't really get around to do as much on them, but I feel that I have a lot going on in my plate, which besides commissions, I've also am somewhat partially active in the game development, but I have been making progress on that, and our team has grown by with two additional members since. So there's a little bit of that, but it may not sound like our progress of the game is slow, but it's, well, the way I picture it, it'll be simpler. But I mean, I do like the more important aspect, and that is programming. But I also have other things that I'll be taking on as well eventually, like sound effects and injecting voices and that. But again, I can't really disclose the details of what it's going to be yet. I'm not sure if I could even show off the gameplay until, I don't know if I'm allowed to. Then again, it's a secret that I wish to keep for the time being. But just know that it's not gonna be for everyone. Just want to put that out there. So anyway, that too, at the very least, will give me some kind of motivation, so I get some compensation out of that. So that's like about 50 USD I'll be received roughly. So that's a little extra money for the time being. I know money talk is not something I don't want to delve into too much, but in a time like this though, every little bit could is helpful. Though I did made some progress in terms of putting a bit of savings. Although I kind of did splurge a little bit towards the end. Um, I definitely need to work on my own spending impulses. I really need to work on that. But if I can get more commission work, or just as much in June, like if I have the consistency to get more work happening, then I think that's awesome. Personally, I think that would be really great. At least the way the outlook is going to be. So I'm hoping that I'll get just as much work throughout June and get more stuff going on. And regarding streaming, on the other hand, eh, I got, I kind of was. It's somewhat a little bit more, but not as much as I wanted. I'll face it, but, I've been kind of just doing it my own way. Some of the commissions I've been doing isn't for everyone. Again, the not safe for work, but but who knows what Juno will bring to the table soon. Yeah, so I think that's it on that. I just feel that I need to work on that a little bit more. But as of late, though, speaking of streaming, I've been playing VR Chat, and I don't know if that's going to really make a difference in a not so distant future or something. There's a good probability that I'm thinking of an idea of what my future streaming content could be like. Something I kind of want to like dabble into. It's not so experimental, but I feel like it's been done before. Say, imagine if I were to draw, but I also want to interact at the same time, or playing a video game per se. So, oh, look at that! Someone actually dropped glass here. Bummer. So, I wonder, what if I were combined the two into a single stream? Would that be too much? Would it also disrupt my flow? Well, I don't know about you guys, but when I decided to try something out, I did find that it could be not only relaxing, but it also keeps things. I don't know. It's it's actually fun to interact with people, and sometimes it just breaks that monotony. You know what I mean? And I actually felt an itch of wanting to get into VR more, especially now I have a newer, more capable hardware. Yet at the same time, I just couldn't help but to ask um, what exactly am I really going to do other than to interact? I don't know. I don't know why, but I've been just sitting around, just looking at the scenery. My favorite place being the Black Cat. Um, and sometimes people would just show up, and it's like fun to just really share the discussions with random strangers. But who knows? Yeah, there could be moments of fun and hilarity, right? And I felt that I want to, you know, represent myself in a more expressive sort of way. I have tried VR chat last year, but haven't really done a lot with it, to be fair. And yeah, I also had a VR gear, the Oculus Quest 2, now called Meta Quest 2, but it's not Oculus anymore. I sold that device last year because I didn't really like the closed source of the platform or something. I could have kept it though if I wanted to, but I didn't really bother to at the end of the day. I'd rather just go with something else, even if it's going to cost me a little bit more. But is that going to be a bit of a compromise? Um, Personally, I guess, but it wouldn't matter too much. Doesn't matter too much to me personally, so that's why I'm thinking of maybe saving up for the new headset. Maybe that's something I can work towards this year. Something like I could try to save up towards and have a headset and as well as getting a new custom model. I actually reached out to someone who does them. So if I can make it work out and control my spendings better, save it for something that I really want, maybe I could just get that up and running. Who knows? I've wanted to try out new ideas and to see whether if it can work or not. That being said, though, um, I been thinking about that for some time. Um, yeah, that's hopeful thinking. I want to continue to try to grow my Twitch content, the Quit Twitch channel. Nothing much going on, but again, if I can make more money by doing commissions that have been streaming like that, that's fine. You know, I still would like to work towards on that, as well as YouTube content. Though it's been pretty dry. I've been thinking about doing an animation, but still, that's like nothing came out of it because I was preoccupied with other projects and commissions and real life work and procrastination. So I blame myself on that front. Um, so I definitely gotta have to work on several fields in that too. But I think given there's something that something about at least this month though. Um, it's not bad. You know, I'm glad that it actually worked out. In fact, it worked out better than I anticipated. I just wish I could have done more in terms of my output. But again, sometimes you just have to take breaks on occasion. Hence why I think it's okay to just like take breaks in between works. So, like, you know, if I do something like this, though, once in a while, that's fine. It allows me to recharge, and I'm sure that all good content creators should strive to, just give themselves some time to relax if needed. So, so. Man, they look so beautiful. Any final thoughts I could think of? I got a lot going on in my head right now, but those are just the main talking points. I hope to try to work on my comic more. Yeah, I have. It's been super slow on that. I do have a fifth page in the making, but I'm still learning how to. I should try to reformat the comic a little bit differently, just to see It's a learning experience for me. I'm trying to find a certain groove of mine. Yeah, it's still the beginnings, say chapter 0 something something. So ultimately, I want to try to be more active and get more stuff done, and try to manage myself better, lose weight, and all that. So anyway, I think that's pretty much all I can say. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope I'll tune in next month with the next vlog. Peace.